Hey career boos, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be going through some of my K-pop pet peeves, that is, small things in K-pop that bug me. Be sure to comment down your own K-pop pet peeves, so without further ado, let's get into the video. 1. When the photo book of an album has nothing to do with the comeback. I just prefer it when the photos are of the members wearing the actual outfits from the music video, ideally on the set of the music video too. Like what was even the point of these versions from the Fancy You, Eyes Wide Open and Taste of Love albums? These outfits and sets have absolutely nothing to do with their respective comebacks and are completely unrepresentative of their eras. The same can be said for Blackpink the album, where the members are just wearing random outfits in front of plain backgrounds. All I ask is that the photo book is representative of the comeback. 2. Photo cards that have pointed edges. I don't know why, but photo cards with pointed edges just look ugly to me, and they don't look as official. 3. The obsession with streaming. There's nothing inherently wrong with streaming itself, it's just the outright obsession people have with streaming and the lengths they will go to that bothers me, and I can't be the only one who cringes whenever I see guides, do's and don'ts and rules and legislations of streaming. When you watch a newly uploaded K-pop music video, if you go into the comments section, all you will ever see is people spamming to not use emojis, so that it won't supposedly freeze the views. Imagine being a new K-pop fan and commenting on a K-pop group's music video using harmless emojis, only to be attacked for it by a bunch of childish losers who have nothing else better to do. Y'all are so embarrassing. This also applies to those who trash on fellow stans and their fandom for not streaming. Like, I'm sorry, I have an actual life outside of K-pop. I've even seen people demanding reactors to postpone their reaction videos until the day after the music video release, and getting attacked and mass reported if they don't abide by it. Because apparently there's a rule that reactors shouldn't post reactions to a music video until after 24 hours of its release, so it won't divert people from streaming and consequently detract views from the actual music video. Like, who the hell are you to tell people what they can and can't do with their channel? 4. When songs have famous melodies/jingles incorporated into them. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it to be very off-putting. I just feel like when you slap on an already well-known melody onto a song, it can sometimes hijack the identity of that song, particularly if it forms part of the chorus, and it is rarely ever executed well. I'll give you some examples.
You're happy and you know it, clap your hands, yo. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
5. This one isn't that much of a pet peeve, just something I find cringe. When people who do reaction videos on YouTube and entitle their videos, insert, the most irrelevant job occupation reacts to K-pop, like it literally does absolutely nothing except repel me from watching your videos. There are only a few professions that are relevant to K-pop and don't make me cringe as much, which include producers and vocal coaches, dancers who react to K-pop choreography, or video editors who react to K-pop music videos. Anything other than that is just completely irrelevant and you'll make me cringe. 6. When girl group stans claim any and every single form of criticism towards their faves to be misogyny. Like, you can literally say something as little as not liking one song from a particular girl group, and their stans will immediately say things like, just say you hate women and go, or just say you hate to see women succeed. When you say things like this, it only indicates to me that you are childish, simple-minded, immature, unable to participate in normal discussions, and that I do not need to waste any more of my time interacting with you. Y'all will literally throw the word misogyny around like it means nothing. Like, if you don't stan a particular girl group, you're misogynistic. If a particular girl group's comeback does not align with your taste, you're misogynistic. If you're a boy group stan, you're misogynistic. Claiming every single trivial non-issue to be misogynistic does not make you the feminists you think you are. 7. These ugly ass gremlins. 8. When you don't like a comeback from your favorite group and fellow stans in your fandom call you ungrateful and say that you have to like the comeback because the group, wait for it, worked hard for it. That's their job. That's what they signed up to do. And it's my job to decide whether or not I like the comeback. Working hard on a comeback doesn't automatically make it a good comeback. I don't care even if they're my alt groups. I'm not gonna hold my ears against their will and force myself to listen to and stream their new songs if I don't like their new songs. I'm not gonna buy the album if I don't like the album. Groups should not be automatically awarded just for showing up and having comebacks. They should be awarded for having quality comebacks, and me not liking every single song my faves release does not make me a fake fan. This isn't even just limited to the music aspect of a comeback. I remember watching an unboxing of Blackpink's album, and saw people in the comments being rightfully disappointed with how plain the photo books were, and some people actually got triggered by people expressing their disappointment in the photo books, and they try to act superior by saying things like, "Stop complaining, at least we got something, just be grateful." True fans won't complain. Like if you get so easily offended over someone's opinion on a photo book, then I think you're the problem, not them. I just find it so insanely annoying how you can be called ungrateful and a fake fan just for having some criticisms. Like, am I not allowed to have opinions? Just because you're being fed doesn't mean you're being fed well. And eating up everything your faves release, even if it's bad, only encourages their companies to continue putting out mediocre content. This alleged ungratefulness was especially evident when Blackpink released Ice Cream, which was not well received both inside and outside the fandom. I saw so many Blinks being insistent that every Blink should like Ice Cream because it is a pink concept, and Blinks had been demanding another pink concept for so long. But just because it's a pink concept doesn't mean it's a quality one. You are not obliged to be content with everything your faves put out. Like Twice is my all-time favorite girl group, but I also have no shame in saying that I am also a more and more anti. To me that song is nothing but a mere disappointment, and you will never catch me bopping to it. 9. When you say you don't like a song and people angrily insist that you need to listen to it 50 more times to let it grow on you. Like, no I don't. Leave me alone. I don't have to like every single song ever released. Some songs don't deserve to grow on me. Some songs are just bad, and no amount of re-listens can save it. If a song happens to grow on me, it's because it happened naturally. I'll only give a song more listens if there are parts in it that I like, or if I know it has potential for it to grow on me. A song that I have to force myself to listen to an insane amount of times for it to have a tiny chance of growing on me just because you said so is not worth my time. 10. When companies prioritize everything else other than the vocals. I know that K-pop is all about the total package, including visuals, choreography, and personalities, but at the end of the day, K-pop is a music genre, i.e., music. You can't listen to visuals, choreography or personalities, you listen to vocals. I want to hear singers sing, actually sing, not just the ability to hold a note. I want spectacular vocals. I want harmonies. I want runs. I want to hear high notes without strain. I want to be able to hear talent. The reason why everyone is referring to the 4th Gen as a dance competition is not only due to these groups having difficult choreography, but also because there are hardly any outstanding remarkable vocalists. And this is why I'm an SM stan, not because I like the company or anything, but because they actually have their priorities straight. 11. When idols who are of age and are fully grown adults do sexy concepts, and fans immediately jump to conclusions and proclaim that they are being over-sexualized and mistreated. Like, have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, some idols just want to be sexy? Take Kai for example. Everyone is always saying how SM is over-sexualizing him, especially ever since Tempo era. But did you know that Kai in an interview said that he was actually the one who suggested to wear the crop top in the Tempo music video, and doesn't mind what he wears on stage? I understand the concern if idols look uncomfortable while doing sexy concepts, but just know there are also those who actually enjoy doing these concepts. 12. When K-pop stans use the most nonsensical and illogical counter-arguments. For example, when someone gets triggered by your opinion and they say something like, "No one wants your opinion," like, well, you clearly did if you clicked on my video. Or when younger stans get triggered over an opinion said by someone who is 18 or older, and they say things like, "Why are you even on K-pop Twitter? Aren't you an adult? Shouldn't you be paying your bills?" Like, this is not the attack you think it is. Or when you praise your faves and people say things like, "Insert group still outsold." Like, am I not allowed to compliment my faves? Or when idols get criticized for consistently delivering bad performances and their stans defend them by saying, "Why don't you try singing and dancing at the same time?" Like, what makes you think this is a good rebuttal? At least try and come up with better ways to defend your faves, because this is not the counter argument you think it is, and you look like a fool. Like, I am not trained to sing and dance. K-pop idols are. If I were to be incompetent at my job, then I would be fired. If K-pop idols can't do what they were trained to do, then they will be criticized. Do I condone outright hate towards idols for things like this? No. Do I think that K-pop stans should stop using this pathetic "why don't you try singing and dancing" phrase as a counter-argument? Yes. 13. When Blinks proclaim that YG is the best company and defend them for barely giving Blackpink any comebacks, and say that it's good because they aren't getting overworked, or wait for it, quality over quantity. Not all Blinks say this, but there are some that do, and it just boggles my mind. Like sis, if anything Blackpink are underworked. Blackpink has such a severely small discography for a 5-year-old group, and especially for a group as big as them. I understand not wanting your faves to be overworked, but the girls didn't sign up just to lounge around for 99% of the year. Blackpink are literally part-timers, and you're saying that's okay is just weird.